lines. If you had asked me a question 2 years ago, if I could be standing right here talking to you, I would have said you were insane. Because I didn't ever get to imagine seeing myself here. One of the most significant lines I have crossed was making up the decision to leave my family back way in Uganda, board a plane, and land at the international airport, Kansas. And that all was done by a wonderful lady who happens to be in this house this evening, Mackenzie Jones. Mackenzie Jones came to Uganda as a volunteer, helping students in the after-class activities, and she and I met, and I am really glad she never forgot about me. When I was back in Uganda, sorry, my story sometimes makes me feel a little bit sad because it's a little bit hard, and sometimes I get hard. It gets really hard to tell. I was 23 years old, and I had done a diploma in journalism and mass communication. I was working at a local radio station, and it wasn't really paying well. Americans always complain about 5% unemployment level. We have 85%. That is way beyond the normal. And we always seek for greener pastures, so that compels us to go to different countries trying to get jobs that could make better pays. And through some of those endeavors, I came through an opportunity that was advertising jobs that were going to be held in the Democratic Republic of Congo, working with the UN, supposedly paying almost $1,500 per month. That's a lot of money back in Uganda. So I made my decision to cross one of the many lines in seeking for greener pastures, making a life out of myself, supporting my family, only to be abducted into a rebel group, the M23, that was operating in the Democratic Republic of Congo. I had gotten my passport, my phone, my academic qualifications, my papers, CV, whatever you might call it, and upon crossing the border, I was seized. Ripped up my clothes, put into a truck, and driven 7 hours into the interior of the Democratic Republic of Congo, into a training camp that I came to learn of as Lubega. I wanted to escape. And I was so glad I didn't escape that night, because two of the people who escaped the next morning were a live example right in front of us that was slain. That was just precaution, telling you, you don't try to escape. The story is really long, so I'm going to make a precise story out of it, a summary. It was hard. I went through one of the most hardest situations of the whole world, like things that I could never have imagined. I could see, I saw. And I always kept praying and hoping to get out of there, hoping to get to cross another land which was only punishable by death. That was escaping. So I managed to escape and came back to Uganda, only to come to a situation which I had earlier on attempted to escape. That was the hard living and making a better part of my life. Life was really hard. There are lines that once you get to cross, you get no point of return. And that point, I did. I crossed that line. The moment I crossed that line, I got myself kidnapped out of the search for a better life. my life changed. And it will never, ever, even up to today. I don't know how long this is going to be, but that will never, ever get to change. So I got then to talk to Mackenzie, beautiful lady, wonderful person. And she learned of another person, Malcolm Gibson, who happens to be a former professor at the University of Kansas, who was learning himself a job with a national media house in Uganda. And she vouched for me, gave in a word for me, and Malcolm came, met me, heard my story, and the two of them together combined efforts and solicited funds that saw me as yet another line traveling half the globe to land here in our businesses. I am right now pursuing an associate's degree at the university, not a university, it's a college, Johnson County Community College, with the hopes of transferring to KU or Berea to earn a master's in education. And I'm majoring in math, hoping to go back to Uganda to teach thousands of students who can never cross the line to come to the US. That's a fact. Coming to the US is really hard. It's really hard. And I am not a politician, I'm sorry, but I always wonder whenever Mr. Donald Trump says that he wants to make America great again. America is already great. If it wasn't great, it would have been so easy to cross that line. It's one of the hardest lines to cross. Even with the good intentions of coming to learn something and take it back and improve thousands of lives back where in Ghana. I'm not going to take too much of your time. Thank you so much.